Hello friends, welcome back again in my YouTube channel Food Tech Fact Check. So today's topic is food adulteration. In this video we are going to cover the following topics. First is definition of food adulteration. Second is various types of food adulteration. Third one is various sources of food adulteration. And fourth one is common adulterant or adulterated foods found in India. Now about the food adulteration. What is food adulteration? Food adulteration is an act of adding or mixing of poor quality, inferior, harmful, substandard, useless, or unnecessary substance to food. Now, the definition of food adulteration as per FDA. A food considered adulterated if it contains any poisonous or deleterious substance which is injurious to health. Now, about the various methods of food adulteration. A food can be adulterated by various means like subtraction. It means by removal of some valuable substance from the food, like removal of a milk fat from the milk. It may be by concealment. It means hiding the lower quality of a product via various techniques, like coloring of a peas or green chilies. It may be by processing into unhygienic conditions. It may be by storage of food items into the unhygienic condition. It may be by uses of unapproved substances into the food, or it may be by addition or dilution of a certain substance like addition of a water into the milk. Now about the types of adulteration. There is mainly two types of adulteration. First one is called the intentional adulteration and second one is called the unintentional adulteration. The first one also called as economical adulteration. Now about the incidental or unintentional adulteration. When a substance of foreign material added to food due to accident or ignorance or due to improper hygienic conditions called as incidental adulteration. A substance may be considered incidental or unintentionally adulterated if there is traces of pesticides, rodent droppings, and larvae in food, and tin traces from cans, and heavy metals from water, and metallic impurities and fertilizer is there. A substance can be incidentally adulterated from various sources like pesticide residue from farm fields and metallic impurities may be from equipments, may be from processing environment and fertilizers from farm fields. Unhygienic conditions, it may be during the processing and storage of food item and migration of certain chemicals from the packaging material and uses of polluted water during the manufacturing and processing of food. Now about the intentional adulteration or economic adulteration. Deliberate addition of adulterants to gain greater profit called as intentional adulteration. Generally, people are doing the intentional adulteration for earning more money, or we can say that main motive force behind the intentional adulteration is the profit making. Now about the various sources of intentional adulteration. A food substance can be called as intentionally adulterated if it contains unapproved chemicals or additives, if it contains filth and foreign matter, if it contains preservative or maybe quantity of preservatives is more than the prescribed limits, if it contains substitute items or inferior items like water and milk, if its lower qualities has been hidden by the use of certain techniques like in chilies and green peas, generally the people's doing green colors on them, if certain valuable substance has been abstracted from that product, it's called as intentional adulteration. Food considered adulterated if it contains poisonous or deleterious substances, if contain filth and foreign matter, if contain pesticide residue, antibiotic residue and additives above the safe limit, if contain microbiological contaminants, if packed in unhygienic conditions, if damage or impurity has been concealed, if its container or packaging made up of any poisonous or deleterious substance. Now about the FSI initiatives to combat the food adulteration. First, FSI has also campaigned for consumer awareness regarding food adulteration and has given resources like the Dirt Book, which will help them to detect food adulteration at home. Secondly, there is an initiative of FSI which is called as Food Safety on Wheels. Under its scheme, mobile food testing vans has been provided to each state for quick or rapid testing. In this, anyone can get tested their product at a very minimum charges. So these are the two schemes for mitigation of adulteration from India. So these are the two schemes to combat the food adulteration in India. First one is called as Dirt Book and second one is Food Safety on Wheels. So now we will discuss about the common adulterated food example. First is black pepper. Black pepper generally found adulterated with the papaya seeds. Milk. Milk is generally found adulterated with unhygienic water, chalk powder, soap powder, hydrogen peroxide, and with urea. Turmeric powder generally found adulterated with non-permitted dyes, non-permitted colorants like methanol yellow and with lead chromate. Oil generally found adulterated with Ajamon seed oils. Ghee generally found adulterated with animal fats or vegetable oils. Chili powder generally found adulterated with brick powder and with sawdust. Tea generally found adulterated with used tea leaves. It may be processed and colored. And green chili and peas found adulterated with green unapproved color which is called as malachite green. So friends, thank you. Please keep subscribe and like my channel. Thank you.